from the arena. Second of our doubleheader of playoff basketball on TNT. Mavericks with the first possession here, decked out in the blue uniforms. This is technically a Clipper home game. And how about
all the principles that you like in basketball and that you like from the toughness from a basketball point of view.
Down in the corner, Hardaway with Kawhi on him. Now he shoots over Kawhi Leonard and hits a tough three-point.
Black for that video to disturb you. Doc didn't want to say much more, promising C-Web to offer an in-depth statement post-game.
Making sure that this wonderful distraction at times for those does not become a distraction from voting, from being participating in your community, and from making sure
about the confidence that Kawhi has shown in Paul George that eventually a shot would go down. Prior to tonight's game, Doc Rivers showed that same confidence, saying that he's told Paul George, just keep shooting, keep being him. And Paul George is listening to none of them.
Jared, you're so right. I mean, that may seem small, but you're right. Really what you're doing is you're saying you take all opinions, all advice, all hate home with you on your phone. And so
tonight, both ends of the floor. Doncic back on the floor. Was getting some regular treatment, some heat on that ankle, and Trey Burke delivers a mid-range jump.
Bigger than the playoffs. I mean, with this game the other night, he comes into the playoffs with only a few points, and the other night, he just goes off.
How satisfying is it for him as Hardaway hits a three?
Trap. So now off the pick and roll, what the Clippers are doing are kind of corralling and showing help and then kind of retreating.
Three-pointer is up. Hardaway. No. And at the official.
He wants a technical. Sometimes, emotionally, you just want one. A technical gives you a little bit of a release of frustration.
There's a save, and Zubac's fouled on his performance here in Game 5. The #2 seed, second best record behind the Lakers. And many expecting a Lakers-Clippers Western Conference Finals as Hardaway hits a three. Across the floor, on the bench, everybody's yapping right now as Doncic hits the free throw. A 25-point game. Yeah, Montrezl Harrell has not stopped talking.
Halftime, but look at the Clippers trying to keep him going.
42 points combined between Kawhi Leonard and Paul George of the 78 on the board. There's a block inside. Zubac's a presence in the middle.
Will themselves a victory. They don't have that all-important six-man, 20,000 screaming fans in their own arena.
Doncic with 14 and 7. George gets by and he's fouled. And now Marcus Morris, with the addition of Morris to this Clipper team. Shaman now with 11 points. Here's Hardaway, answers with a three of his own. I beg your pardon. Fit beating shot to win a playoff game. PJ Carlissimo, who's behind us working for ESPN Radio, was on the bench with the San Antonio Spurs. That was Vince Carter. Until Doncic and all those crews that are back in their home cities, the local crews, TV and radio, and go through the whole season, put in the work, and not able to be here to experience the bubble. And thinking about those guys too. They're doing a great job covering these games.
Definitely.
This out. So, Jason, as you saw this unfold, just give us your understanding of why it all went down in your mind, and just maybe give us the rule as well about when you're allowed to actually.
From an angle that we saw in here, the shooter did not have the ball when Doc began the process of challenging the play. When the official turned around and recognized the challenge by Doc, the shooter still did not have the ball, so it was a valid challenge by the Clippers on this play.
And Jason, I know officials, they'll tell you to run in that first half. Here's Hardaway with Kawhi Leonard on him. Bouncy is Hardaway, and the jump shot is good. Kawhi Leonard with 29 now. He's missed only 6 shots tonight.